let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at a getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-fold weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running up the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready.
Welcome everybody to Tales from the Lounge. I'm Ron.
I'm Rhonda.
I'm Evan.
And tonight we got a great show for you. Evan is an interesting guy. He's 31 years old, been to 37 countries, was in the music business, and now he works at ICC. Find out the whole story right after this. And we're back. My God, that was fast.
That was fast.
It was
That was
fast.
fast.
And we all have our shirts and we all have our shades.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yep. So you know why we're wearing shades tonight?
Summer in Texas.
That's true.
Yes.
But
There you go.
we're also throwing shade on the people who are not here tonight,
Yeah.
smoking cigars.
That's
So
right.
if you don't have your shades, come on in on Friday, first Friday at ICC. We're having a beach party. You can get your own shirt, your own shades.
And this stuff is cheap. It's not expensive wear either.
It's sold cheap, but it's not made cheap.
That's true. That's true. And I tell you what, I really like the shirt. And these glasses are dope, man. And they got the logo on them and everything.
That's right.
Cool. But I can't see and I can't read, so.
Yeah. Yeah. You can sit there and be cool with your glasses on, but, you know, I'm like, Ron, I can't see with these things.
That was slick. So, I'm going to make you do part of the work because we're smoking a cigar that you wanted to smoke tonight, and
Yeah.
you're going to tell us about it.
All right, so what we're smoking tonight is the Mas Igneous by Luciano, and this cigar is super cool because I don't know too much about where it was blended or anything, but Luciano also has developed his own wine company, and he's working with a wine partner who has taken like the pH levels of this cigar and matched it perfectly with a blend of wine, also called the Mas Igneous. So the wine is not out yet. There's one bottle right now that the three of us will be able to smoke here in the near future. Drink, sorry. When you pair it with the cigar, I've tried it and it's a pretty amazing experience. For sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that.
So
Absolutely. And you provided the drink. I provided the cigars. You provided the drink.
Tell us what we're going to be drinking
So this right here is Redneck Riviera, honey apple whiskey, and this is by a man named John Rich of Big and Rich, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And I was one of the first people in the world to try this whiskey.
Really?
At home, I actually have a signed bottle from John. So when I lived in Nashville working in music, I was invited to the grand opening of Redneck Riviera, which is his bar on Broadway in Nashville.
Well, I knew the name sounded familiar.
Yep. So that's where he launched that whiskey brand. And this is, I have not tried this flavor, honey apple. When he launched it, he only had just regular whiskey. So I'm excited to dive into that and give it a shot.
Let's try it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
try
give it a
it.
shot.
Well-
Ladies first.
And I want to say I'm really impressed here. My thing is working. If you'll notice in the bottom left-hand corner, we're seeing the chat. Good to see you, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
We see Wingnut, which is Wayne over there. So now we can
Hi,
actually
Wayne.
see the chats and start interacting with people a little more. And this is going across platforms.
This is Ron's glass.
As you see, oh my God, are you trying to get me drunk and take advantage of me again?
It's Tales from the Lounge, brother.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a new tale for you tonight.
Yeah. I don't know about you two. Behave tonight, please.
Okay.
We'll do our best.
We'll do our best.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, we'll do
You're
we'll
welcome.
do something.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But yeah, you know, I got sidetracked.
But anyway, so let's start.
Oh, this is pretty good.
So, like I said, it's a really good. The
Oh,
Mas,
yeah.
The Mas Igneous is a great cigar on its own, but when Luciano's wine comes out and you can have them together,
Oh, I bet it's just
it takes
freaking
this
amazing.
to the next level. It is so good. And what do you think of the drink?
Ooh, that's sweet.
Yeah, is that
Yep.
is
I
that
haven't tried it.
good?
Oh, come on.
Well, what do you?
Mr.
Oh,
Martinez.
cheers!
Cheers, everybody, to a good show.
To a good show. So, what do you typically like to drink? I mean, is that too sweet for you, or?
I don't mind sweet. It's not what I generally go to. But the big deal is, does the flavor complement the drink? You know, and I love gin martinis. I love old fashions. You know, and I love whiskey sours, and you know, and everybody loves margarita every once in a while. So I will drink a sweet drink, but it has to do with the flavor and the profile and what you're looking for. And no, it's not bad at all.
Okay, good. I don't want to disappoint you guys.
Oh, I don't think
No.
that's possible.
I mean,
Oh, thank you.
we were smoking. We were drinking old fashions a few weeks ago, which I got chastised.
I actually had the worst old fashioned I've ever had last night.
Oh.
And it's local here to Frisco, so I'm not going to say
Yeah,
where I had
yeah.
it, but that's typically my go-to drink when I go out.
And it
was no bueno.
Oh.
It was no bueno.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
But-
had a bad old fashioned, and like it turned me off from drinking old fashions. I
Yeah.
just now started getting back to drinking old fashions.
Let me reach across you just a second here. Let me see your mic.
Yeah, reach across.
He just wants an
Hey.
excuse to touch Rhonda's shirt. But
I paid for that shirt, so
Yeah, you
Yeah.
paid for it.
But so
Y'all got me wearing this Hawaiian shirt. It's cute though.
it is good.
it is good, and you know, and it feels
light.
nice.
It's
light,
light.
and
Yep.
you know, and that's what I
Yeah.
like about
Breathable.
it. A couple of Saturdays ago when I bought this one, I mean, I changed shirts and went straight to it because it was so it felt nice. It was so light. And it was so hot outside.
Oh, yeah, it was very
and
hot. It was
this
very
material
hot.
is just perfect for it.
Well, and I do want to make a quick note. If you guys notice on who's watching, my shirt is black under the tobacco leaves, and theirs are white. So the staff here at ICC all have black shirts, and then we're selling the white ones.
Right.
So
And that's why we don't have black ones,
That's
Okay.
right.
because I don't rate,
Yep.
despite everything I do around here. Nah.
God. But as I mentioned
Oh
too,
my gosh.
when I was working in the music industry, John Rich invited me to his party where he launched this whiskey. And just to kind of get going, like just with my story, I worked in music for 10 years. It was one of those jobs, I talked about this on the Bad Words podcast,
Right.
where I think we've all been at a job where you're like, this is it. I'm set, I'm not leaving.
Right.
And my experience in music really was that for me. I thought I was there.
That was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it. And I've been at Industrial now 5 months, and I can honestly say I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. Just having something that just brings people joy, like you can't beat that.
So did you not find that in the music industry?
I did, but there's a lot more drama attached to
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Drama and politics.
I can
too.
see that.
Yeah, and that will definitely like turn you off and
Yeah.
So let's dive into that for just a second.
Yep.
How did you actually get into that? I mean, where were you sitting in a bar one day and just chatting with somebody who says, "Hey man, would you like a job in the music industry?" Or
No, I never.
Don't you wish it works like that?
Yeah, I mean, I wish it were that easy with any job. But the way I got going with it is I never went to college. I was 18, graduated high school, and I networked. I talked to people. I was friends with local bands in the Dallas area. And sometimes you've got to. Can I cuss on this show?
yeah,
Absolutely.
Sometimes you've got to eat shit to get and start at the bottom and be humble to get to that next level.
Yep.
So the first tour I ever did, I knew I wanted to work in music, right? I didn't really know what that meant. But my friends were like, "Hey, we need somebody to like sell shirts for us at a show. All we can pay you is like $150 a week. So if you want that job, like it's all you." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And through that tour, I met people. I literally lived in a van for 2 months. I lived off gas station food.
Oh,
And like, I mean, I did what I had to do to get to the point I got to, which ultimately 6 years later was flying around the world in private jets with a very well-known artists.
I can't even spell private jet.
Well, we'll take your spelling to new heights. Get it? Private jet heights. There's gonna be a lot of dad jokes on this show, so you might want to just buckle up and get ready. for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
Hold on.
exactly.
By the seat of your pants.
Wayne's over there taking photos of us. He's in the back.
Wayne.
He had a really good dad joke on Tuesday. He goes, "I farted on my wallet. Now I got some gas money." So that was a good one.
That was a good one. Only Wayne can say
Only
that
Wayne
one.
can say that
Only
one.
Wayne can
Yeah.
say that one.
If you don't know
Yeah,
Wayne,
Wayne.
that's another reason to come into ICC. Come in and meet him. He's full of
Oh my
fun
God.
facts and
Oh
jokes.
my God.
But yeah.
Damn you, Wayne.
But I worked in music for a while, and when COVID hit, I think it's safe to say it affected everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Not just the music, but just
everybody
entire
across the board.
world.
But I was touring. I was a tour manager. So through my years working in music, I would put together tours for bands. Everything from like, does our bus need shore power, or do we use our generator? Where do we park? How much? Like, what are the audio and lighting
Logistics.
requirements? All the
Everything.
logistics, down to the Wi-Fi password.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, I was 24 years old, and literally like I was a babysitter for adults on the road.
And you know what? And that doesn't surprise me, seeing how some of the requirements that some of the performers have to have in order to go on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only green M&Ms and
all that
weird,
stuff.
all that weird shit. So you made that happen.
I made all that happen.
You were that guy.
I wasn't the one picking out the M&Ms, but I would be the one to
tell them,
If
hey,
there's
don't
not
get
green
that.
M&Ms, he's not going on.
No.
So,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it was fun. I think it taught me to grow up really fast and taught me responsibility and how to be a leader and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was I wouldn't go back and change anything, but I'm really happy where I'm at right now.
Good. You're in a great place.
Oh yeah.
You are.
ICC.
And I'm happy
it's
you're
a
here.
phenomenal business
Yeah.
place.
And you're not just blowing smoke up my ass.
No,
You're- Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
Well, and what's funny is, I got introduced to you, and I mean, we became fast friends almost instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
FFs.
and I think part of the deal is our as far as personalities go, we're a lot alike. I'm
Yeah.
easy to get along with. You're easy to get along with.
Yeah.
We don't rub each other wrong, unless asked to.
But right here's
you know.
that's his wrong spot.
That's right,
So if
that's
you rub him
right.
right there, that's rubbing him the wrong way.
Oh, you
So-
two.
And neither one of us take
you
ourselves
two.
too seriously.
No, never.
And and we have such a great time every time that we're together. And what's amazing is I sat in on the Bad Words podcast and learned that much more about you. Every time I sit down with you, I learn something new. And I didn't know that you had been to 37. I thought it was only 31 countries, but you said 31, 37.
Yep.
So what country was your favorite?
I've got favorites in different ways.
And
Right.
other
So-
than the United States.
Yeah, I mean, obviously America #1.
Right.
But actually, I want to say something, then I'll answer your question.
Okay.
You develop an appreciation for this country when you travel outside of this country.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
My first time out of the United States, besides Canada or Mexico, was to Mumbai, India. And
Shit,
I
you
had-
go right in.
Yeah.
You just went.
I was with this group called Major Lazer at the time, and we were playing the Cricket World Series, which is huge in India. And I remember we had a driver, and he showed us this skyscraper, and he goes, at the top of that skyscraper is where the richest man in India lives. And as we got closer to it, you could see the bottom of the skyscraper, and I saw a level of homelessness and poverty that was, and so like you have the richest man in the world in this beautiful skyscraper with a helicopter pad on the top, and then you've got naked babies in old raggedy towels being held by their mothers and tents set up where they're living, and it was just a contrast that was so mind blowing. But
Well, you know, my dad used to do tours down to Zapata all the time with the church.
Right.
And, you know, they were building schools and stuff. He said, those people live in clapboard houses. I mean, and to see just a basic house in the United States compared to what those people live in is such a contrast. It really puts things into perspective.
It does,
Oh, yeah.
and so you tend to have a better appreciation
100%.
of the United States,
100%.
of the country that you actually live in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And to answer your question about my favorite place
Right.
I've been to, if I had to move outside of the United States, Barcelona, Spain, it was probably my favorite place I've been to. But as far as like visiting somewhere and seeing a different culture, you know, honestly, Shanghai, China, and Dubai were so
I've heard
freaking
Dubai
cool.
is-
Yeah,
I've
my
heard
cousin
Dubai
used to
is
live in Dubai.
Now, if you went to Dubai, unfortunately, you'd have to cover up.
Yeah.
And that's a little whack, but it was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
My first time skydiving was in Dubai.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still skydive?
I've been 2 times.
Just 2
Yeah.
total?
Yep.
We need to do it.
You would do it?
Oh, yeah. I used to be in the agency.
Tales from the Lounge, from the sky.
We'll do that. We'll do it. We'll do
You
a
in
show.
for this?
You in?
I don't know about that. You know, black folks don't really get up there like that.
You're gonna be like, get off the show now.
I've got more
I don't
jumps than you got,
know.
so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got 14 jumps.
14 jumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I might try it. I mean, you only live once. Why not?
You only live
That's
once.
it.
Yeah, why
That's it.
not?
And I've been wanting to, but mine was all static line jump with the military. I've wanted to do the free fall forever and just haven't done it.
See that?
So-
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
know if
really
I
need
would
to
do
get back
that. I don't know if I would do that. But when you're with somebody and they're
That's-
doing everything, that's
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
But you're talking about me doing it by myself?
No.
No.
I
I'm
wouldn't.
not
I
doing
wouldn't. I would worry too much about you.
Oh, see, thank you.
Yeah.
Look, think somebody worried about me. He ain't worried about
I got
me.
you.
Oh, my
That's because she's a big girl and she's meaner than I am.
I'm not mean.
Wayne, have you been skydiving? No, he hasn't been either. So let us
You
know.
want- you
let
wanna
us know
try
in the
it?
comments if you would go skydiving or not. Let us know in the comments.
If you
Let's
do
do
that.
let's do a Tales from the Lounge skydive jump. Let us know. We'll all meet together and do a Tales from the Lounge skydive jump.
I'm in.
Sounds good.
Here we go. All right.
I bet we get Brandon in it.
It's been said.
He might. Yeah.
It's been said.
It's been said.
It's done.
It's out there.
It's out there. It's out there in the universe, you guys.
You know, and you know, you can do your first jump for $100 unless
No,
it's changed.
no. Yeah,
I
the
mean,
price isn't the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. I mean,
it's just
not
the
expensive.
fear of actually doing it.
Yeah.
Have you
fair.
guys ever seen that show, Nathan for You?
No.
No.
It's so funny. Like,
No.
it's kind of a side tangent, but it's this guy who's just this really quirky dude.
Okay.
And so he goes in people's businesses and tries to like think of creative marketing ways, but, but it's like stupid ideas.
Okay.
But it's just for the show. So, but it's a reality show, so people don't know they're on a show till after.
Oh, okay.
So he goes up in the plane to go skydiving, and the guys up there, their like feet are like they're looking down out of the plane, and he goes, "Oh no, I forgot I'm supposed to meet my friend for lunch. I gotta go down. And he's like, I can't do it. And they're like, well, the quickest way down is to jump. And he's like, no, we really just gotta go. I promised I'd meet my friend for lunch. I'm gonna be late.
Oh no.
It's funny.
Lavonna says no.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she's not. And that's a hard no. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I already know that's.
She posted a big graphic. It'll
Yeah.
pop up here in a second.
I know that's an absolute hard no.
So what other questions do you guys have for me?
So, what is the country that you will not ever go back to?
Well,
maybe not ever, but it's not going to be. It'll
Not
be a long
voluntarily,
time.
it'd have to be a
It'll be a
gunpoint.
long time before you ever think about going back to that one. Like it had to be like the last place on earth that you'd have to see again.
Honestly, I know you just got back from a cruise.
Yeah.
And I've been on a few cruises only working for people. And I'm just not a big fan of Jamaica or the Caribbean islands.
Well, you know,
Really?
and that's interesting because when I went on my cruise years ago, went to Jamaica, and all the cruise forums say Jamaica's great, but you're not walking around on your own out there. You will get mugged.
That's
you do
true.
You do an organized tour, and everything's cool. But after that, you're done.
Well, okay, so when we got off because our first stop was in Ocho Rios, and so, I mean, I don't take off my jewelry, so,
Oh.
I mean, half of the stuff can't even come off, right? It's like,
Yeah.
you'd have to, like, cut it off.
Yeah.
But, so I took some of it off, what I could, and we got off the ship, and we asked this lady, where could we go in town to go get something to eat? Well, she really couldn't tell us, like, really where to go. But my husband noticed that she kept looking down at my wrists and my hands.
That makes
so
sense.
So I had my hand in my purse,
Right.
but you still could see that I had some jewelry on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she kept saying, well, go over here, but it's too early to go here, but go over here. But I don't know if you should really go over here. And so that sent off a red flag to him. And so he was like, we're just going to stay right here on port.
Yeah.
Because, and I was like, okay, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
that's fine. And so when we got to this restaurant, which was kind of on port, he goes, well, I didn't want to go with her because she kept looking down at your hands
Yeah.
and your wrists. And I was like, makes sense.
That's
At
smart.
least we're right there.
Yep.
There's armed cops
Yeah,
right there.
sure.
Yep.
We're good.
She wanted to get you probably maybe
Yeah,
away from
we're
it.
away
Yeah.
from it, and then call whoever and
Do
say,
that.
I got these people coming or whatever, and
Yep.
this lady
That's
has
exactly
this,
what
whatever.
would've happened.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, no.
And actually, we took a Jeep tour of the island, and we made a stop, and a guy got on, and I recognized right off the bat he was armed with security, but I'm probably the only one who noticed it. But him and I got to chatting, and but that was the deal. Each Jeep that was in the convoy got an armed escort, and when I got off the deal, I slipped that dude a $50 bill and said, "Thank you very
Yeah.
much."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
just
don't really want
I
to.
probably wouldn't do Jamaica again. The other one, the only country I've been to where I think the U.S. government still has a warning not to go there.
Yep.
We did a show in Beirut, Lebanon, and so
Okay,
Okay.
I've got a follow-up question to that.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Follow-up question is, what band were you with?
Diplo.
Okay.
Diplo. He's a DJ.
Yep.
But yeah, we did a
You
show.
were talking about him last night.
Yeah, we did a show in Beirut, Lebanon, and just again for safety reasons.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had some of the best Mediterranean food there.
Oh my God.
So,
isn't the food
it
amazing?
was phenomenal.
In my younger days,
Yeah.
I used to date someone from Lebanon.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Oh yeah, I was engaged to him too. Yeah, but it's a whole different
We're
ball
learning
game.
things about you.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game. But the food is amazing.
The food is
The
so
food
good.
is amazing.
The food is really good, but I even remember we had a full security team with us at when we went there, and Diplo wanted to go to this restaurant, and our security was like, it's too close to Syria. You can't. do that.
Yeah.
So that'd be another one too.
Kathleen says,
You
Evan!
sound just like Kathleen. I thought Kathleen was sitting here for a second.
Hey, thank you very much. I do very good impressions.
Yeah.
I do a very good Groucho Marx. But
Oh, God.
I'm dating myself.
Oh my God.
Man.
Yeah, you are, but that's okay. We all know you're old anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, so, been to 37 countries. We've already talked about the best and the worst.
Mhm.
Are there any that you would think about even moving to?
I mean,
No, actually, tell me about the Diplo concert in Lebanon. Was it off the chain?
Oh yeah.
Of course it was off the chain.
I mean,
Come on.
yeah, because you got to think too. Like, they get so, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way. Countries like that get so little entertainment that when somebody does come there, it's like I'm not kidding. The whole city is out there like raging.
That's cool.
Like it's
That
cool.
is cool.
Like, and that it's cool, but it's scary too because like. The
they lose control
It's
easily.
like the government knows you're there, obviously, and you're just surrounded by so many people where you're like, God forbid something happens. I mean, you're surrounded by people from all sides.
So you really have to have like a lot of security around
Oh yeah,
you.
we had
like,
a big security team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just couldn't imagine like the cost of that.
It's
It's a lot. I could,
pricey.
yeah.
Was that part of your
I
job
mean,
too? Kind of managing
the budget. and
The
stuff,
budget.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not,
because you have to have so much security there. Like, I'm not going to Beirut. No.
Yeah. It was a lot.
I'm not moving.
But-
I'm not none of that.
But like, Diplo's a really good guy in the sense that, I mean, honestly, when it was all said and done, he maybe made like a little bit of money off those shows. But when we went to countries like that,
The experience
it was
is
like
what he was going
it was like
for.
the experience.
Yeah.
He wasn't profiting too much off that.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes you just want to get that experience,
right.
and it's not really about the money.
No.
You want the experience, and you want to make people happy, and you know that you're going to a country that doesn't get this type
So
of
suppressed.
entertainment.
Oh,
that
yeah.
and so it's like when they do get it, it's like let's live it up.
They appreciate it.
They
so
appreciate
much.
everything you do for them.
Yeah.
Every song, every record, whatever it is.
Every minute of that
Yeah,
show,
it's
yeah.
like this
And,
is
you know,
like something they're
'cause
gonna.
because
What's a
it's
lifetime
techno,
thing?
I mean, the light show alone is.
I used to
phenomenal.
dance techno too
I love techno.
in my younger days.
Yeah.
So, where were you born?
Austin, Texas.
So,
Woo! I like Austin.
so
It's okay.
tell us your the 45-second journey from Austin back to Dallas.
In a vehicle, in a car. I'm just kidding.
You liar! There was a plane involved.
No,
I'm
there
sure.
was. Yeah.
Wait. So let me ask you this real quick before you
Yeah.
answer that. Did you start your music industry in Austin, or were they here in Dallas?
No, I was in Dallas when I was 2.
Okay.
I was born in
Okay.
Austin, but moved to Plano when I was 2 years old.
Okay,
My
so
family,
you got
yeah.
your whole music industry
Yep.
start here in Dallas.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
excellent.
Yeah. So my parents both worked. They were fresh out of college, and they needed my grandparents to watch me when I was a kid.
Right.
So my grandparents raised me. Parents worked a lot, and then worked. Graduated high school, went on some tours. Always came back to Dallas as
Yeah.
like home base. And then after 6 years of touring, like living out of a suitcase.
Oh, it gets tiring.
Oh, it gets tiring. So I actually got a job offer to move to Manhattan, where I worked for a music management company. So then I was the one hiring out the tour managers, going out with the artists.
Yeah.
Lived in New York for 2 years, then went to Nashville for a year. COVID hit, came back to Dallas, then got a job in Phoenix, moved to Phoenix, did that for a year, and now I'm back here.
Okay, so Kathleen says what you're smoking. So what are we smoking, Evan?
Mas Igneus by Luciano.
There you go. This is what he picked for us to smoke tonight. So we are smoking his choice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is really good. And I cannot wait to smoke
Hold
this
on, wait.
with that wine.
Since Kathleen's watching, I just want to say something cool that she said the other night. So I was working for ICC at Vulcan Machine Works, and I offered Kathleen a cigar, and she's like, no, I'm very picky about when and where I smoke cigars. She's like, it's got to be cool, I've got to be in a comfortable seat, and I'm like, I respect that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because that's what, like, that's like, I think she's in real estate.
Yeah.
And so that's like her way of just decompressing and
Yeah, absolutely.
sitting down and, yeah.
Absolutely. Real estate.
It's cool.
The mortgage industry is rough right now.
Oh God.
I mean,
yeah.
she's on the front end. She's
That's
on the
because
front
the
end of
government
it.
fucked it up.
Anyway, she's on the front end of it, so I
Yeah.
feel her pain. I'm on the back end of it. So after she closes it, I
Then
get
it's on
it.
you.
Yeah, then it's on me. So I get it. So
Yeah.
you really want to just chill and relax because it's
Yeah.
just stressful from the beginning
Yeah.
to the end
And,
until
and we were
until you
outside. It
close.
was hot at that event. So she's like, no, I want to be comfortable when I
Yeah,
smoke.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't, Kathleen. I don't blame you, sister. I don't blame you.
Yeah. So that was cool.
So, I'm gonna harp on the music industry for one more question.
How about it?
You've been with managed several bands.
Yep.
Rattle them off, and I'm not gonna ask you what your favorite was because I don't want to upset anybody.
So
Don't accept
I'm
anybody.
not going to say who I managed. I'll say who I worked with
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
different various
Yes.
roles throughout my career.
That's
So-
yeah, I get it.
Diplo, The Fray, Third Eye Blind,
Mm.
American Authors, Lord,
Lord?
Yep, Green
Nice.
Day, Gym Class Heroes, Fall Out Boy,
Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco.
Panic of the Disco.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You ever hear them?
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
they're awesome.
You would know them for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do.
I think that's the majority of them, the big ones.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Tom McDonald, rapper.
Okay.
So
I don't listen to much rap, but okay.
that's okay. Yeah,
Never heard of him, but okay.
there you go.
You've just been all around the world there, brother.
Yeah,
Well, we are glad that you are back and you are here with us
I'm
at
really glad to be
ICC
here. I'm really glad to be here.
because you are like in a great place.
Yeah.
So,
Like, you couldn't have gotten a better
what
job.
brought you to ICC? Tell that story. Real quick.
I wish it were a cooler story. They had a job posting online, and I liked cigars. I was good at marketing and social media through the bands I worked with and stuff. So I was just trying to find an avenue to like be creative, help elevate people's platforms
Right.
through marketing. And I just applied online, met with Brandon. It was a 3-hour incredible interview, more of just a conversation, getting to know somebody.
Yeah.
And shortly after, I started working here.
Yeah.
Now, finish up the rest of that story. Because I know the rest of the story.
Oh, well, so I hadn't started working here yet. And
Oh, okay.
So I talked with Brandon. He's like, let me talk to the family.
Uh-huh.
I'll get back to you, right?
Yeah.
So they were doing Cigar Talk Live at the time every Tuesday. And he texted me, you should come out and see how we do the podcast and just
Right.
be here.
Be here.
And I was like, okay, cool. No problem. So Adrian, if Kathleen's watching, it's all Adrian's fault.
It is Adrian's fault.
Yeah.
And we will blame Adrian all day long.
Yeah, he was gone that day because he's a host on the show.
Yeah.
So they had Panda on as a guest, but they needed somebody else because Adrian wasn't there. And so Brandon goes, "Hey, come on the show." So I hadn't even started here yet. I think it was my first time meeting Pops.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm not too open because I'm like, I was thinking of it more as like a second interview.
And it was.
Yeah.
See, someone that doesn't like sweet.
I know, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the story. But it all worked out.
It all
It
worked
works out
out.
wonderfully.
It worked out well.
Now-
It worked out well.
Again, I know something because I listened to the Bad Words podcast. You moved back here for a specific reason.
To care for my grandparents.
To care for your, and
Yep.
that is so admirable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And when you started talking about that the other night, I was like, again, that's part of the reason why I love this guy is because he has those type of traits to him. And they had a whole conversation about traits and behaviors on the show as well. But you've got that caring trait that I share as well. I want to make sure that everybody's happy. I want to make sure that if I can help somebody, I can help them, and and especially family.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know this, but I've got a sister who's mentally handicapped, and I actually helped her move into and her husband move into a decent apartment, and I pay her electric bill every month.
Oh wow.
So that they're not struggling for money every month.
Well, we talked on the Bad Words too, and the episode I did with them was pre-recorded. Brandon will be out of town in a couple of weeks, so that's when we'll put that out. But you know, there's people here in this lounge, and I don't know if it's in every cigar lounge. I'm sure there are, but in this lounge specifically, there's people like you guys, or Wayne even, for example, that I know I could call if I needed anything.
Oh, absolutely.
And you'd be there for me.
Absolutely, 100%.
And vice versa, like I'd be there for you too.
100%.
And there was even a time very recently, I was just like, I was in an off mood, just, I don't know, I could feel I wasn't myself.
Yeah.
And I even texted Wayne and Ron, and I'm like, guys, I'm sorry if I came off as like a dick tonight, like, and I don't know if I did, but I needed you guys to know that it wasn't me expressing any sort of negative attitude towards you guys. It was just some things I was going through.
Yeah, and everybody has that. I mean, it's okay to feel. I always say to people, it is your divine right to feel the way that you feel.
Yeah.
And if people around you cannot understand that you're feeling some type of way, then maybe they don't need to be around you, because those are people that really don't understand you and understand your personality.
I have fired friends.
So again, it is your divine right to feel the way that you feel. And not everybody's going to have a good day. Like, I was having an off day today.
Really?
Yeah, like, it was bad.
Do you know why? Or like, because some days you can't pinpoint it.
No, I didn't know why. I woke up and I was just like, I don't want to talk to anybody until like at least noon. Like, I knew I didn't want to talk to anybody. I woke up, I hadn't had my tea yet. I just needed to just be with my own self.
Yeah,
And plus I was still working too on top of that.
Yeah.
So I didn't answer any emails until noon. I didn't talk to anybody from work till noon. I didn't talk to any of my friends until afternoon. Because I just was not in the right headspace. I didn't want to come off as being so-called rude or a bitch, because I was they know better. But I just didn't want to be mean, and it wasn't their fault. It was me. I just needed to be by myself for a minute.
Well, I'm a firm believer, and I'm single, and I'm in this.
And I'm working on changing that.
Oh, thank you.
Short of me. But,
They have to.
but I'm not taking me off the table yet.
Oh, good God.
Can we cut that part out?
First of all.
No, we're live, you dumbass.
Wait. First of all, they got to get my approval anyway, so it doesn't even matter what he says, and you don't have my approval for that.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got you, girl. I got you.
I'm a firm believer that, like, in order for you, not me, you, but for anybody to date somebody else successfully, you've got to you can't give any part of yourself to somebody else until you're right.
You have to, if you cannot be happy with yourself, you can't make anybody happy.
That's
you
right.
have to make your own self happy first to be able to deal with somebody else.
Exactly.
And if you cannot make yourself happy, then you need to, don't even think about getting in a relationship, because it's just, you're getting into a relationship just because you want to be in a relationship, because it's the thing everybody wants to be in a relationship. No.
And we talked about that. They talked about that on the Tuesday show. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you something else funny.
Tell me something funny.
You mentioned something that I picked up on.
Let's hear it.
You have read the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
And I have too. And when you started talking about love language stuff, you didn't hit it very much. And went, I know what book you read. And it's so true. It's so true.
I read a lot of books.
Yeah.
So it's a phenomenal book, and in fact, I read it in a Sunday school class a billion years ago, and actually bought a case of them and handed them out until I was out of them to people who were young, new in their relationships, or people that were having problems. Said, read this book, take the test, and it's a great way of understanding.
So, are you familiar with the love languages?
She's
going for
familiar with love, period. But, you know,
I think her love language is whiskey right now. So, so Ron,
my love language is liquor, period.
What is Ron Paradise's love language?
Mine is physical touch. And the funny thing is, that's why I'm a hugger.
He is a hugger, that's for sure.
You know,
And a grabber.
Have you ever been a victim of his grabbing? Wait,
you haven't tell anybody.
Well, they know now. Ron likes to grab, y'all.
Yeah.
No, but you know
I
what?
can see that.
And we're not talking, sex and that type of thing. All it takes is a brush. A brush across the shoulder. A pat on the back.
Or grabbing somebody's booty, like you did Ty the other day. It's a bit much sometimes.
And my ex-wife was Deeds, and so if I ever wanted to show her that I loved her, I took the garbage out, I cleaned the kitchen, whatever, and she appreciated that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly. In all seriousness, I do know what you're talking about for sure. And that makes sense knowing you, absolutely. And I think you'd also be like acts of kindness too.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
you are like, I mean, you bought Rhonda her shirt today. Like, you're just a very giving person too.
Sometimes to a fault.
Yeah, and I've been there.
Check my bank account.
Yeah.
I know. So we're all wearing our ICC Hawaiian shirts. See, Ron and Evan had theirs already, and so I didn't have one and wasn't gonna get one. But today we decided to wear last minute.
Whoa, hold on. You weren't gonna get one?
Well, no, because I thought it was just for guys.
Oh, okay.
So
No, Hawaiian shirts are for everybody.
That's right.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
well,
and yeah,
this is my hold on. This is my first Hawaiian shirt, you guys. So let me just say, I don't have a Hawaiian shirt in my closet anywhere.
Got to take you to Tommy Bahama.
I guess so. Yeah. This is the first one, and I will treasure this one because it is. First of all, you bought it for me, and my glasses, guys. And it's ICC, damn it.
It is.
Exactly.
And that's the first batch we printed.
Yes. So we got the first batch.
Special,
so and it's ICC.
That's right.
So yes, I will keep this.
Yep.
All right.
Take it to the cleaners and hang it up.
It is time to pivot to cigars. Now I know.
Or as we call it, what's your tail?
What's your tail?
What's your tail? Oh, really? What's your tail?
Oh. So anyway, you've only been at ICC for about 5 months. You said you smoked on and off in the industry. You came to ICC. You started smoking regular. What is the biggest thing you've learned so far?
Oh, it's without a doubt, it's the community that is built around cigar smoking. Like, this is cool. This is fun.
Yeah.
But meeting you guys, meeting Wayne, meeting Kathleen, Adrian, Brandon, the Frakes family.
And everybody there.
Everybody. Like,
everybody from
Corey,
Wayne on
JJ.
back, we know.
Yeah.
To Fish, to Joby,
I think Ty's even sitting back there.
Ty's back
sitting
there.
With a New York hat on. What the fuck, Ty?
Hold on.
You're thinking about Ty's ass.
Wait.
I'm just stirring shit
What you
up.
not gonna do is you're not gonna talk about my tie. Leave Ty alone.
Listen, I love Ty.
I
I'm
know,
just stirring shit
but
up
you
with
just
Ty.
leave Ty alone. Leave Ty alone. You know that's my brother. Ty is my brother.
He's
another
not,
mother.
no, he's my brother from another mother.
No.
No. I've known Ty much longer than you.
It don't matter. Ty and I have this bond. Me, Ty, and Tammy, we good.
You say that.
That's right.
My boy.
Well, you see, he didn't say nothing.
He said no.
You see, he didn't say nothing.
I thought we were buds, Ty. Goddamn. Throw me under the bus.
Hey.
All right, you got a my man out of him.
You got a my man. That's out of sympathy.
That's all I can ask for. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
What cigar has impressed you the most so far?
Maybe just because this is a recent smoke, but
Are you gonna say it?
I'm gonna say
You're
it.
gonna say it?
The
God damn it.
Go ahead. Say it.
the Foreign Affair.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure.
It's a Luciano blend,
Yeah.
but he blended it with these two guys, Frank and Mike. And what I told you that you didn't know is that Frank and Mike came together. First of all, just like phenomenal people. Like
They are.
I mean,
They are.
I haven't met Mike yet. I'll meet him this weekend.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, so I'm
Oh,
really excited.
nice.
But Frank has become a dear, dear friend, and that cigar is like I've had it with coffee.
It goes great with
like
coffee.
it's like, I mean, it's
sick.
so good. Like you could be a new smoker, you could be, you could like full blends, and I have never met someone that just goes, it's not for me. I have yet to come across somebody that just kind of brushes off the foreign affair.
And if they did, they were a dick anyway.
So actually, here's a story about that. So I haven't told you this yet. So Frank comes in, right?
No, wait.
And-
You tell her shit you don't tell me?
You know this, I think.
Okay.
I would say you know that because I had my first foreign affair
Yeah.
I'm just fucking
just
with you.
recently.
On Sunday. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Frank comes in. It's his first time seeing the Foreign Affair on shelves in a lounge, but we're damn near sold out.
Yes.
And so he comes in, and we literally had, I think there were 4 of the Rothschilds left, and he was gonna buy one and have that experience where like he purchases his own cigar and
Right.
stuff, and he's like, well, I don't want to like buy it if there's only 4 left. So while he was here for about 9 days. We got another shipment in, but he saw not only his cigar on the shelf, but that it was
Saw the
sold out.
popularity.
Yeah.
He saw the
That is-
popularity and the
Yeah.
love.
Okay, so what did I do when you? Okay, you guys. Evan bought me my first foreign affair because I had not had one. So he bought me my first foreign affair, and what I do?
What'd you do?
It's in the top 5
oh, yeah, top
rotation
5,
now.
yeah.
It is.
Right
it
under the Bull and Bear. For
Yes,
her.
it is. It's right because that Bull and Bear is my favorite. There's nothing been. Okay, there will be a stick eventually that could wipe it out. That will wipe it out, but I don't buy that stick on the regular. So
Yeah.
you know the Atabay is always going to be
And I've got
there.
to say this about Frank and Mike from Foreign Affair. Another reason why I love it so much, besides great cigar, great people, it's the first cigar they blended.
Nice, and
like-
they couldn't have blended it with a better partner. They couldn't
No,
have gotten
they could not
a
have.
better partner.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Luciano, come on now.
Like,
Come on
yeah.
now, like,
Yeah,
that was-
you're in good hands.
You're in good hands. You're in fucking.
You're in, like, the best hands.
You're the best
Yeah.
hands in
Yeah.
in life
hmm
with that. Like that was a great stick.
Oh, it was.
That's a great stick.
It was. And I've had 4 or 5 of them since they came out, and figuring out how many boxes can I buy. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those sticks, and
It
they're
is.
not overly priced.
No, they're
You know?
very fair price. Yeah.
And you know it's and I want to compare it with the Accomplice from Principal. Again, a phenomenal smoke, great price point, and you can make it your everyday stick and not sweat it at all.
yeah, no,
It's a fantastic stick. I am in love with it.
It's
I
really
like
good.
it. Yeah, that will be in my top 5 rotation.
Yep.
Like I just love it. And you know what? This is a great stick too.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
this
Yeah.
is, you know, I'm gonna have to bump one of them top 5 out
You
because.
are, yeah.
And again,
Because, you
and
know,
again, this is not an overly
yeah,
priced stick.
this is good
No.
too. Like I hadn't had
Yeah.
this one either. So
Yeah, there you go. And
You
see,
know,
that's the
so-
other. You asked what my favorite thing about cigars was, and there's things out there all the time that like, I mean, even for me, I'm here almost every day.
Yeah.
And I walk by things like, do you know I smoked my first Tabernacle CT 142 yesterday?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just hadn't
You got
like.
blown away, didn't you?
I hadn't tried
yeah,
it,
well,
and I'm like,
yeah, I like tabernacles, but I won't
Yeah.
smoke tabernacles unless I am at home.
oh, okay.
Because tabernacles for me, they make me so high.
What?
The whole life.
The nicotine level's
The-
high.
really?
It makes me so high that I get a little woozy.
Well,
So I won't.
you a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I got your bitch,
The
all right.
hell?
I'm just joking.
You're a brave
I
motherfucker.
got your bitch, all right.
I'm just kidding.
I just know this bitch ain't gonna smoke that shit when she out somewhere else because she knows what it does to her.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I-
that tells you that I'm a bad bitch then.
Yeah. I loved it.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
a really good stick, but I just know what it does to me.
Yeah.
That I have to be at home when I'm smoking that
And
because
that's-
it's just
And that's fair.
it's just too high for me. Like
Now,
I just don't want to.
real quick, I'm gonna jump on something you and I did Saturday.
Okay.
That cigar tasting.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah,
and
we did a
evaluation.
mini test.
Yeah,
a mini
that was
test.
yeah.
Some of the sticks that we smoked back in the back,
That was
the nicotine level was
So
so,
high,
high on
yeah.
that stuff. And I'm sitting there
Wayne was
smoking
there
it,
too.
and I'm going, crap. But you know, I'm going to tell a story on Ty. A billion years ago, Edgar Hoyle came in. He was supposed to bring in some cigarillos for us to try and do mock pairings with flavor leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
And he actually brought in small cigars.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's a picture of me smoking 4 small cigars all at the same time because of the pairing deal. Ty goes, when I was done with that event, the fucking bricks were moving.
Yeah.
You know, they
It's-
were swaying because the nicotine level was
Well,
so high.
See, and that's what Tabernacle does for me. So that's
Yeah.
why I know that is the only stick that does that to me.
Yeah.
So I know that if I'm gonna, and I have plenty at home in my humidor.
Okay, yeah.
Because I they're great.
Totally,
But I
yeah.
just know that I have to smoke it when I'm at home.
That's fair. That's
So
fair.
I don't want to get in a moving vehicle, you know,
No.
and I'm high because I'm high up nicotine.
Right.
You need one of those
So I need-
disclaimers on there.
Yeah.
Don't drive or operate heavy
Right. So
equipment.
so I know that for me, you have to know your limits. Like you have to know the cigar
do.
that you're smoking, and you have to know what it does to you. And I know that one does that to me. So that's why I know I'm not gonna
Have you-
smoke that anywhere other than a house.
Have you tried the Cabinet 5 by LFD?
I have not.
I mean, that wrapper is like black.
LFD, you know, they produce the what's the one we just bought?
Well, I had it. Mike Choate likes full cigars. It's really good.
It is.
It is a really good one.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
I don't know, but
Andalusian Bull.
oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
The Andalusian Bowl.
And
That is a great stick.
is it like medium?
It's medium,
medium
to full.
strong.
Okay,
It's a great stick. Have you not
But if
ever
you
had
want
one?
but if you got one, I got one for you.
I've never had it.
Oh well,
All right.
okay, we got you hooked up.
We got
Okay,
you hooked up.
sounds good.
Yeah, we got you hooked up.
Perfect.
Like literally, I got a box.
Okay.
We got a box.
All right.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
we got you.
Perfect.
We got you.
Excellent.
We got you.
We've gotten to the point where we're just like let's split a box.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Like we buy so much, we just split it. Cause like I'm not gonna smoke fucking 10 of them. He can have 5. I can have 5, and we just split the cost. That's what we do now. This is what we do.
You guys are really cute together. Yeah.
We're
So,
really cute together.
what else you got?
What is your favorite smoke right now?
Foreign affair.
Yeah, he just said that.
It was a stupid
okay.
question.
Foreign affair.
Just kidding.
And no, I just want to double check.
Look, duh.
Yeah.
I just want to double check because there's a lot of stuff out there.
But you know what? The thing about the cigars is that there's so much good shit out there.
There's
too.
a lot, yeah.
There's a lot of good shit out there, and I'm a type of person. I like to smoke a lot of stuff because I like to try different things.
Same, yeah.
So I have a locker full of shit,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I can't even take it home because I know where I'm gonna put it because I have a lot of stuff at home.
Right.
So I'm like, I was in my closet / humidor
Mm-hmm.
room today. I'm like, looking at it like, what am I gonna do with all this? So I told my girlfriend, Carissa, as a matter of fact, I said, I'm gonna have a girls' night, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna bring all my cigars that are like in one of my carrying cases, a big carrying case,
Yeah.
the big one. I'm just gonna put it outside on the back patio on the table,
Yeah.
and you guys can have at it.
Well, so
And she's like, well, she was like, well, that's a lot of cigars. I said, you know what I have, so that's like a small portion of what I have.
But it goes back, and you and I talked about this because right now, because of our construction here,
Yeah.
Wednesday Wine Down is on hold temporarily.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
And so you even talked about like having people over and just doing just that, which
Yeah.
again goes back to the community around cigars.
It's- yeah.
Like I gave you a Foreign Affair, I've given Ron, I forgot,
I gave me a Byron.
I gave you a
bastard.
Byron one
Yeah,
time.
I got a Byron from you
Yeah,
too.
right. Like,
I owe you big time.
Wait, what
So-
did I smoke on Sunday? My first cigar was
it
the
starts-
Byron.
It starts with a P.
Yeah.
Paloma? Or something?
Yeah. And you're like, what are you smoking on? And I was like, look. And he's like, that's the Byron I gave you? Yes,
Yeah.
that's the Byron. And
But, like,
then you got
it's just
got
like-
me the Foreign
But
Affair.
isn't it just a
And you
good
got me the
feeling?
crop,
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what? That's the deal. We share stuff with each other.
I just
all
love
the
it,
time.
yeah. And it's not like we're not like keeping tabs. It's just like
here.
No,
I gave Wayne his first Alfonso. Like he had one, to be fair,
Right.
but he was saving it for when next door opened up.
Oh, okay. So
And I'm like,
I get it, yeah.
and I
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I get
And
it.
so I was
I
like,
get it.
I was sitting here one day and I was like, you just gotta try an Alfonso. Like,
I mean, you gotta
and
try
I
it.
hadn't
You
really
gotta
thought
try
about
it.
that. But you and I talked about doing the Wednesday wind down.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do that, it's got to be something special.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
it has to be. It just has to be because we're gonna have
can't
to do it.
You can't do
We're gonna have something special.
a accomplice or
It's
something.
got to be something special.
But
man.
here's what I will say about Wednesday Wind Down. What would be kind of interesting for Rhonda to do when you guys do it and it's back on is like she's very familiar with the Bull and Bear by
Yes.
Crux, right? So when Pop says like cigars taste different in Wednesday Wind Down, that ain't no bullshit. So
No.
it'd be cool for you to like bring 2 cigars because it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
And have your Bull and Bear first with
Yeah.
a clean palate, and just sit there in silence with the music and enjoy that stick because it will be a new experience for you.
I know it, and I
I'll
am
tell
so
you-
looking forward. Like
and I'll
I'm
tell you
so
what.
looking forward to doing that Wednesday wind down.
Yeah.
Because I know
Right.
it's gonna give me it's gonna take to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for that. It's another level when I'm at home by myself and I'm just
Right.
doing it, but I don't have my music out there. I'm just kind of just in my own world and just with my thoughts and just smoking and just looking at my yard and just thinking like, what else can I do with this yard? But it's different. It's different when you're in a Wednesday wind down.
Well, and I've talked many times. My favorite time is getting a glass of scotch,
Yeah.
a good cigar, and some good music, sitting on the balcony by myself.
It'll be no
and
lashes
just
that night.
enjoying the show.
So I have a question for both of you.
Yes.
Okay. Putting cigars aside for a second.
Okay.
Cigars and drinks.
Okay.
If you were at home, well, not even at home, if you didn't have cigars or drinks, what are your ways to decompress from a stressful day? Just kind of, you need to just take time for yourself. What would you two do? You can't say anything about cigars or drinks.
So I'm a crafter by nature, so I love to craft.
Okay.
So I have a Cricut, and then I craft with my hands.
Okay.
And I make the cigar pokers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I make pictures and coasters and all kinds of stuff. So crafting to me is like my stress, my decompression. Like it takes the stress that I'm feeling and it just goes away. So crafting to me is what I used to do. I did it before I even started smoking cigars. So it's always been my thing.
I like
now,
that.
and so now that I'm smoking cigars, it's still my thing. Cigars didn't like trump it, and I was like, no, I craft, and that's just what I do. I have I have one whole bedroom to myself. It's my office / craft room, and that's what I do.
What about you, big guy?
I'm going to be horrible here, but to be honest, if it wasn't for drinks and cigars, I'd put a bullet in my head.
You put a what?
Ron, come on.
I don't really enjoy anything else at this point. I watch YouTube a lot on the TV, but I'm drinking when I'm doing
Well,
that.
what are you watching on YouTube?
Garbage.
Garbage.
Fail videos.
Okay, so there we go. You watch fail videos on YouTube.
That's it.
You just kind of watch mindless, like
mindless
stuff.
And and I go back to an old joke a friend of mine.
But like, what about like walking puck or like something? With...
I love puck, but the deal is I go back to a quote a friend of mine mentioned. He says, "Great minds need simple play." And for my brain to wind down, I need something basic and simple. And watching mindless videos is relaxing to me because I don't have to think about anything else, and I can let my brain decompress. And if I don't do that, my brain is running all night long, and I'll go to bed and struggle trying to go to sleep because I'm trying to figure out X, Y, Z. And
do you have trouble sleeping at night typically, or do you usually fall asleep pretty quick?
Provided I'm decompressing, I'm fine. If I don't, I'm up all night.
So do you smoke cigars daily, would you say, whether it's on your patio or at a lounge?
I don't, but I don't want to say I'm drinking all the time, but I'm at least watching.
He's drinking all the time.
But I'm at least watching mindless videos that I don't have to think about. Other than the fact that I don't want to support universal health care because people do stupid shit. I don't want to have to pay for their stupid shit.
Fair enough.
Hi, Charlotte. Thank you for joining us this night.
It's about time, Charlotte.
Nathan is on. Hi,
Andrew.
Nathan. Andrew. Hi, Boo.
Come show them the shirt.
Show off your shirt.
Andrew.
No.
See? He's one of the twins, y'all.
Oh, what's up, not Nathan?
Not Nathan. Not Nathan. I'm not any of those guys.
Wait.
Come right here.
Wait, look, we all got the shirts on.
Yeah, I thought it would be festive. I went bowling today, so this is
did
my
you?
bowling shirt.
Oh, you're
That's
still in
phenomenal.
Yeah, well, I'm out for the league.
So multiple uses,
I
too.
want to do that with you.
I'll show you that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to bowl. I used to be in the league, too.
I'll show you to bowl good.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait. Hold on. He showed me how to golf good.
I'm not going to argue with the golf thing.
I know he can show me how to bowl good. Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. It's a ball that has.
So who did the best in bowling today?
Well, one of my league guys came with me, and he did.
Well, like at the lounge, who did the best?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, that's
there
yeah.
There you go.
And
Nathan did pretty good though.
Okay.
now that things have changed with you, we got to have you on the show one day.
All right, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here right now.
Yeah.
What?
Wait.
Oh, wait.
No, that's not count. No.
What changed with him?
Well, he used to have Wednesday night date night.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're not. I mean, all the time, yeah. And then it turned into I would work up here on Wednesdays, and then it just got too busy. And then he started filming with cooler hosts, and then I can't like back up behind,
Honey,
Holden
wait.
or Turd Ferguson.
No, you're.
We harass each other so much
You're
all
just
the
such
time.
an easy target.
and we have so much fun doing it, and I love it. And you have been, again, one of the greatest friends I've met here at an ICC.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a heartwarming
Andrew's the
moment.
best. Andrew's the best.
Oh,
No, he's not.
No.
I know better than
I'm
Shit. What? You cry? Oh no, hell.
No, I don't know. Just in the shower.
No. Yeah. That way you can't see. What are the tears?
I'm sorry. He set me up for this. That's because he looks down and sees his big penis.
With Adam out. He's sponsored by Tommy John's underwear.
I'm sorry, folks. He set me up for that. I couldn't help myself. Oh.
You leave Andrew out.
No, I love Andrew.
Oh my God. Well,
Well, and what's funny is Andrew
We're
and
the
I
local
kind of
man.
have a
Wait,
connection.
like where we go? Oh my gosh.
oh, Ron,
You
that
guys are a mess. Terrible.
was awesome.
But that's the kind of friendships you make at a place like this.
Yeah.
And meeting people like you and Andrew and Brandon and Dave and the whole crew,
Man.
Wayne, we have a lot of fun with him. And he's whispering sweet nothings into Rhonda's ear over there.
Oh, it was a big something.
Yes, it was.
No, I wasn't talking about me then. I'm not getting caught in that lie.
Anyway, Evan, it was so great having you on the
Thank
show
you.
again. I mean,
It was good to be back.
It was really great show.
Yeah.
I learned a lot more.
Before we go though, the first time I was on here is the first time we met.
I know, right?
So
It's
we-
like literally the
Elliot,
first time we
come
met.
come on the show.
Oh, come on here. Come
Oh, here we
on
go.
over here, Elliot. Yes, come on over here.
Again,
Elliot,
here's another
lucky-
guy I love.
Lucky 13.
What are we talking about? I heard what you were talking about to Andrew. He was trying dropping his pants back there. Trying to show off.
You got to show it off.
Word spreads quick.
Hey,
Word spreads quick around here.
hey, you know what happens.
Jesus.
That was a good compliment.
What happens in ICC stays in ICC.
No,
well,
it doesn't.
actually, it's now.
Does
Well,
it?
well,
It's
actually,
all
now
over the
it's all
internet
over the
now.
internet now. Shit.
All 12 of you.
Is that how many we're at right now?
No, I think we're like 6. But 12 will watch eventually.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. It was
my
cool.
God.
And I hope you enjoyed yourself, Evan, because
Oh, yeah.
I know we enjoyed you.
We enjoyed you.
And
Thank you.
hope to see you guys next week. Again, we'll have a new guest, and we will talk all kinds of bullshit, and have a lot of fun, do a lot of drinking, do a lot of smoking, and have a great night.